are powered by Adaptive Networks. For all your IT needs, call them 661-241-0638. That's 661-241-0638. That's Adaptive Networks. And welcome to the JR Show. It's a Monday. Hope everybody had a nice, beautiful Father's Day weekend. The weather was beautiful. I'll tell you about mine in just a couple of seconds. But first, let me tell you what we have planned for today. We do have a great show for you. We'll talk with Movie Mike. It's a Monday, so it's Mike and me in the movies, at the movie. Oh, man, I screwed it up already. Let's try that again. It's Mike and me at the movies for Mondays. Still a working title. We'll get it fixed. Don't worry about it. Why, Chris? You got a better?
No. I was gonna say, what happened to the walking in the garden part?
Oh yeah, no. Me and Mike at the movies on Mondays. It's a little much. Movie Mike, Monday, and me.
I still like Monday movies with Movie Mike.
Monday movies with Mike and me. Huh? It's a working title. But Mike will stop by and we'll talk about what movies are out. I watched it. I know I went in begrudgingly and talked bad about it for the last month or whatever, but I did go and see Toy Story 5 over the weekend for the holiday, for the Father's Day. We went yesterday on Father's Day. And I'll save it for, I don't know if Mike wants me to save it for when he's here, but I'll save it for when Movie Mike gets here. We'll also talk about other things just in case you don't have a 9-year-old to take to the movies and you don't want to be that weirdo that was sitting 2 seats down from us by themselves watching Toy Story 5 as an adult. There are other movies out as well. I'll have Movie Mike break those down for you guys as Mike joins us every Monday for Movie Mike. And then we'll talk about some things out of California. The Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals making a reversal on one of their previous rulings when it comes to parental rights here in California, and also the Los Angeles Unified School District now under investigation by the FBI as their superintendent steps down. We'll tell you all about that and all the local news here from the weekend that you can shake a stick at. So just hold on. If you guys want to chime in at any time, feel free to do so. 661-842-5376, 661-842-KERN. You can text, you can call, you can jump in the chat on YouTube as well, or send me emails. I have an email I'll read later from a listener, but you can send me emails as well from jr@kernradio.com. Again, it was a beautiful weekend. I spent it all with my daughter. We didn't do, trying to think, what did we do on Saturday? That's how bad my memory has gotten, Chris. We're on Monday, and I'm like, what did we do Saturday? Where did we go to breakfast Saturday morning? What did we eat? Oh, we tried a new spot. Maggie's Sunrise Cafe. Has anybody else tried this place? I shouldn't say anything bad about it because they could potentially be clients, but they're not right now, so I'll go ahead and talk about it. It's okay. It's pretty good. The food is good. We ordered a strawberry Dubai pancake, which was pretty delicious. There's this pancake place in Henderson, Nevada, down the street from my sister's house called Baby Stacks, not to be confused with the Stacks down the street from us, who doesn't even do pancakes. How you call your place Stacks and not have pancakes, I don't know. Whatever. But there's a Baby Stacks in Henderson. Best pancakes I've ever had outside of, say, probably the best pancakes I've ever had. These pancakes at Maggie's Cafe, pretty close. At least the strawberry Dubai one that we had. Pretty close to it. I shouldn't talk bad about local establishments, should I, Chris? So I'll just say it was a great place. We didn't get, apparently, and we saw other tables get them, but apparently you're supposed to get, instead of like chips and salsa or something, or, they usually put an appetizer or something out for you. They bring many, I don't even know what they call them, and Sergio will tell me in the chats. It's Mexican bread. The little conchas, the little...
Oh, yeah.
Pan dulces. Yeah. Apparently they have some, and they're mini ones that they bring out to your table. Never got them. Saw 2 other tables around us get them after we arrived. Never got them. We were like, maybe we have to order them. I don't know. Turns out my sister's been there. She's like, no, they just bring them out to you. Yeah, it didn't happen. Didn't happen. A little disappointed on that one. It's like I wanted to try them, especially if it's something that's specific and special to that place, right? That's supposed to be the draw, the hook, they put these special breads out for you. Yeah, well, I didn't get them. Kind of turned off. And then again, I shouldn't have named the place. I shouldn't have named the place, Chris, because now I can't say my full review.
You can.
The waitress was lovely. She was very nice. She took care of us. She filled my coffee sufficiently enough times, so I was happy with that.
Why do I feel like there's a butt coming?
And you got to use and, Chris. And is the connector. You can't say but anymore. And here was the issue. She brings our ticket, right? And she says, no rush, don't worry. I was just going to go on break. I didn't see anybody come by my table for the next half an hour, Chris. I tried to pay my bill and I couldn't because nobody after that came by to check on us while our waitress was on break. Very great. Lovely woman. The whole staff seemed very nice. Just wish somebody would came by and checked on her table at some point after, But maybe that's just, and then she was taking forever to read my change. I don't know if, because I paid in cash. I had cash on me and I was going to leave her a cash tip, right? And I don't know if she just assumed that the whole amount of change was for her. And she goes, well, maybe if I take long enough, he'll just forget about it. So I waited and we waited. My daughter kept looking at me like, when are we going to leave, Dad? I'm waiting for my change, babe. A little bit more than I wanted to leave as tip, but it got to the point where I was like, you know what? Let's just go. Let's just go ahead. You can keep it. It's fine. At which point she realized I was getting up, and then she brings it. Oh, here you go, sir. Here's your change. No, it's fine. Food was great. Service was great. If you haven't tried it out yet, it's a nice little breakfast place. We'll be returning to 24th Street Cafe next week. Just saying. They know it's there, Chris. We go. Jacob has the hot chocolate ready for my daughter, and it's just a mountain of foam with sprinkles all over it. They know what we like. It's good to be, you know what I mean? There's those places that just feel like home, and that one feels like it's where we're supposed to be. We sit at the counter. Waitress knows us. Say hi. People come by and talk to us. We do surveys every once in a while. We sat in there one time. Do you realize we sat in there one time and did a survey on, and this relates to the movie we'll discuss later, Toy Story 5, on tablets and time and devices. And we asked every different waitress that walked by what they thought about her getting a tablet and how to handle that situation. So they just know it's there. And then on Sunday, we went to breakfast at another place, and I ate entirely way too much. It was a buffet. We went with my cousin. And we sat there for you ever sit at a buffet for 2 hours, Chris?
Oh, yeah. You get eyes after like hour 3, but
I was glad my cousin goes there frequently enough that they know him and they don't trip on him. They give him a little table in the back. He's taken care of. The bartender knows him. It's all good. Go to the buffet plenty of times. We had conversation. Again, we sat for like 2 hours, I think, at the buffet, 2.5 maybe. It's a great time. And then we went and watched Toy Story 5, and then we took a nap. Yes, during Toy Story 5, but also, again, after Toy Story 5. Got to take a little nap with my daughter. Then we just hung out, played some games. That was the best.
How dare you fall asleep on Buzz and Woody? They are there to entertain you.
I know, but...
Yeah, I'm not going to defend this movie. I'm probably going to have to wait till Disney Plus, so...
I wouldn't even wait till then, Chris. Just save an hour and 45 minutes of your life, okay? How about that? That's my review of the movie. I'll save it. I'll save Movie Mike from the torture of having to me rail on Toy Story 5.
Something so when he tells me his opinion is going to be vastly different.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So when he comes in, I can agree with him and say, yeah, that was a great part. I love that. I love that scene. That was awesome. Yes, Woody was bald. It was funny. They kept using that same joke 4 times throughout the movie. Woody's bald. We got it. But The movie was great. Matter of fact, I got popcorn in the car I need to bring in for the segment as well. Not in a bucket. I didn't buy a popcorn bucket. Not that crazy. But we did have a great time and had a great day yesterday. Just hung out with my daughter for the most of the part. She got me a new wallet. That's what I told her I wanted. I'm simple. Guys are simple. Unlike ladies and moms, when you ask them, what do you want? What do you need? Well, I don't really need it. You know what I like. No, I don't. That's why I'm asking. Me, I was simple. Dad, what do you want for Father's Day? A new wallet, babe. Dad's wallet's kind of beat up and I can use a new wallet.
You know what? I could use a new one too.
What did I get for Father's Day yesterday? A brand new stinking wallet. It's a Lacoste wallet. It's nice. Trust me, it's not a cheap wallet. It's very, very fancy, and it's got the little gator right there in the bottom. And I put all my stuff in it already. Fancy wallet. Love it. But that's what I asked for. I'm simple. But what I really wanted, just to hang out with my kid. More than anything, just to spend time and just hang out and have a lazy day, not stress about anything, and just do whatever, wherever the wind took us. I was like, where do you want to go? She said, I don't care, Dad. It's your day. Whatever you want to do. Cool. Let's take a nap. All right. She woke up and she was like, what happened? I was like, we fell asleep. That's what happened. Oh, okay. But it was a great day. I hope all of you enjoyed the weekend. All of you dads out there had a happy Father's Day. It's going to be a long, hot summer from here on out. So just be prepared and get used to it. Let's go ahead and take a break. Chris, on the other side, we'll talk about some local stories that happened over the weekend. Even local stories that didn't happen here locally. But Pismo Beach, we know, is practically Bakersfield West, right? I mean,
Oh, yeah.
So when you hear of a Bakersfield man being arrested in Pismo, it doesn't shock you, really. Tell you what he got arrested for. Multiple DUIs that crashed into already scenes of accidents. I mean, really? Oh, I shouldn't laugh because it's not funny. It's serious. We have a serious problem here. I'll explain. And Clive Davis passed away, Chris. If you can find, you know who Clive Davis is, right? Hopefully you know who Clive Davis is, his impact on music. We'll go over a little bit of his contribution to music and discovering many artists and helping them throughout their career. Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston. It's all the way back. President of Columbia Records, started his own record companies. Let's pull up some music he didn't make music, but he helped discovered a lot of artists and helped and had a lot of artists signed to his record labels at different times. So we'll play music associated with Mr. Clive Davis as we've learned of his passing this morning. And whatever you guys want to talk about, chime in 661-842-5376, 661-842-KERN, or you can jump in the chat on YouTube as well. Just head over and search up Kern Radio. It's the JR Show. We'll be right back.
Kern Radio, News Talk 96.1 and AM 1230, KERN. The Ralph Bailey Show, weekdays at 3 p.m.
It's that man again. Look what's coming up on the Monday TRBS. Pretty sure we'll have an interview with U.S. Open qualifier Manav Shah, local boy who just missed the cut by just a couple of shots. The latest on the World Cup and all the weekend events coming up. It's the Ralph Bailey Show on News Talk 96.1 AM 1230, and we stream live at KernRadio.com. I'll see you Monday.
The Ralph Bailey Show, News Talk 96.1 and AM 1230, KERN. Ready to order?
Yes. We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card. So let's just get one of everything.
Everything?
Fire everything. The Capital One Saver card is at table 27, and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back.
Yes, Chef. This is so nice.
Had a feeling you'd want 3% cash back on dessert.
Ooh, tiramisu.
Earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
There's enough needless nonsense in the world already. Your phone plan shouldn't add to it. Verizon's new Simplicity plan cuts down on the nonsense in your life. Now there's just one plan, one price. $30 a line per month, even for a single line. And everyone gets our best 5G network. It's a phone plan designed to do exactly what a phone plan is supposed to do. Isn't that a lot simpler? Switch today at Verizon.com or at your nearest store. For new customers, $30 per line includes auto pay and switch discount. Additional taxes, fees, and terms apply. Unlimited data is restricted to on-device smartphone usage. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $3 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Are you looking for a hospital that truly cares for your health and well-being? At Good Samaritan Hospital, they provide high-quality medical detox, psychiatric services, and medical and surgical care. They accept most insurances, including Medi-Cal, Medicare, and Kern Family. They offer Kern County's longest-standing inpatient detox program with dual diagnosis that combines medical care and withdrawal management all under one roof. Learn more at GoodSamaritanHospital.com or call 661-215-7500. Good Samaritan Hospital. They care for their community.
Hey folks, Scott Cox here, host of the First Look with Scott Cox program, heard right here on KRN 6 to 9 every
with some music associated with Mr. Davis, as we learned of his passing this morning. Great big impact on the world of music. We'll talk about that a little bit later in the show. Here locally, things that happened over the weekend. Just as we came on air, we were watching the news, as I have a TV down in my office, and I usually have it on. Shout out to KGET. I watch them in the afternoon. Sorry, Mike Hart. I'll get you on too. Don't worry. But watch KGET in the noon there, and they had a story about it just had happened, and I didn't even catch the location, but a car hit a motorized bike, and the guy didn't have a helmet on. I didn't get the latest on whether or not the motorized bike person that was on that had died or anything. Again, I'll get you the latest on that, but these motorized bikes are a big issue. I know there's been a lot of talk about them lately, and what's legal and what's not legal, and where you can ride them and where you can't ride them, and how do you know which one is and isn't, and this and that. And I see them all the time out at the on the bike trail. Well, I guess, yeah, it's the bike trail, right? Right there along Truxton, which is beautiful. The water is down there. They got water in the Kern River. It's so nice right now. But they're down there all the time, just flying down the bike trail. And I'm like, one day they're going to hit either somebody running, or they're going to hit some little kid that's on a bike, or they're going to come across another group of riders that it's going to be all bad. It's going to be all bad. And so I don't know what I guess the answer is, as far as what the proper regulations for them are, because if you strictly go by speed, well, how can you say these things are too fast and you've probably seen the group of guys that ride out either on the bike trail or wherever, those guys are flying. They're just on not regular bikes. They're on those whatever racing bikes. They're pedaled, but they fly. And so how do you regulate? Do you say, okay, anything that's motorized is automatically illegal on these certain trails and bike areas and this and that. And then how do you limit that by saying why? Because it's motorized or electric? What's the difference between electric and motorized? And is there a speed limit maybe? And so I know they need to do a lot more in terms of just keeping everybody safe. Again, I don't think this person had a helmet on, but just a slew of accidents over the weekend. A woman is dead after being struck by a pickup truck in East Bakersfield on Sunday. Happened about 9:15 over on Brundage Lane. She was found lying in the road with major injuries. The investigation showed a male who was driving a white Ram pickup truck eastbound when the woman entered the roadway in an unmarked crosswalk. And that's the problem for most of the time. Not all the time. Is people just walking into the roadway. The woman was struck. The driver did stay on the scene. And it doesn't appear that speed or impairment played any role in that, but that's just one of several. Another one, a man is dead after being struck by a vehicle on South H Street. Police said the collision happened Saturday just after 1:30 down on South H. Now, what somebody is doing riding a bicycle at 1:30 in the morning in the roadway, I don't know. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Investigation showed he was riding his bike southbound in the number 2 lane, wearing dark clothing when he was struck from behind by a woman. Again, neither speed nor intoxication were a factor in the crash. Not known whether or not the bicyclist may have been intoxicated. Those results will come back. But guess what? While they were investigating that scene, 35-year-old Franklin Rivas drives right into the scene. They found out he was intoxicated and was arrested and booked into Gallardo. Meanwhile, another woman was arrested for DUI on Saturday after she drove into an active hit-and-run scene, almost hitting an officer. This one happened at 1 a.m. at the intersection of Stockdale and Callaway. Officers found a male bicyclist. Again, what they're doing riding bikes at 1 in the morning, I'm not sure, with major injuries. The woman that hit him was intoxicated. While they're cleaning up that scene, another intoxicated driver crashes into the scene. They're arrested and booked. We've got a problem. We got a problem with people riding in the roadways when they're not supposed to be or walking into the roadways. And we got a problem with people drinking and driving, as we all know too well. More crazy stuff going on locally here. Coming up, it's the JR Show. It's Current Radio. We'll be back.
With SRN News, I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. Former Fed Chairman Alan Greenspan has died. He was celebrated for engineering a decade of prosperity, later shared the blame for a devastating financial crisis. He died today at the age of 100. Vice President J.D. Vance said that peace talks with Iran have created a good foundation for a successful final deal to end the war. Before leaving Geneva today, Vance said that there are so many angles that need to be settled before peace talks can be considered to be complete. A federal judge has blocked an attempt by the Trump administration to subpoena Minnesota Governor Tim Walz and other state officials, calling it an effort to harass and retaliate against them. The district judge said the dominant purpose of the subpoenas was to coerce Minnesota officials into assisting in federal immigration enforcement. At the close on Wall Street, the Dow was up 148 points. This is SRN News.
I'm Chuck McDowell. The Times.
Headlines from the KERN Newsroom.
I'm Chris Davis. The Star Fire burns 577 acres in the area of Highway 58 and General Beale Road. As of this morning, the fire is 97% contained, says CAL FIRE. The fire was started with a fatal wreck that happened when a car went down the side of the mountain there, catching brush on fire. The man in the car was thrown out. His name has not been released. A man from Bakersfield is charged with attempted murder at Pismo Beach. 60-year-old Jody Flowers was booked into the San Luis Obispo County Jail Saturday morning after the stabbing, which happened at a public restroom, according to police. They have not publicly discussed a motive for the stabbing. Flowers gets no bail for now. I'm Chris Davis in the KERN newsroom with news every half hour and when it breaks on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1230. KERN.
Kern Radio, News Talk 96.1 and AM 1230, KERN.
And we're back.
And we're back.
California Fruit Depot.
Yes.
Rob and Bob here.
Rob and Bob.
Advertising for California Fruit Depot. We've told you in the past.
Yes.
If you want to go, Google them.
Yeah.
Go out to Red Bank Road. They've got free lemons,
Exit 119.
citrus, dates, date shakes, smoothies,
Free
lemonades.
parking.
So moving on.
Next topic.
California Fruit Depot has hired us, and now they are going to sponsor us. Our triumphant return back to the airwaves of Bakersfield.
Oh, nice. Yes.
You folks asked
We knew
for
it was
it.
coming. Thank you so much.
We're coming back.
Due to popular demand.
Our award-winning show will
Yep.
soon be gracing the airwaves of one of these stations.
The
And
Marconi, was it Emmy? Well, a Peabody,
I think it was a Marconi.
a Pulitzer.
Yes.
One of those.
One of those awards we were almost nominated for. So we're going to be back on the air.
Yep, back on the air.
Sponsored by Cal Fruit Depot, home
you.
of the Navel Orange,
And
orange
free-
juice,
All the lemons you can eat.
and free lemons.
Pick
Again,
'em.
come
Pick
back out and get the free lemons.
Yep.
Google us at calfruitdepot.com.
First Look with Scott Cox, mornings 6 to 9 a.m.
On the Tuesday edition of the First Look program, we're going to talk water with the best in the business. That would be Lois Henry, CEO and CFO of SJVwater.org. There's a lot going on, and even more golden mustard stuff. And we'll have state-of-the-art news and traffic and weather. It's all happening 6 to 9 a.m. right here at News Talk 96.1 and AM 1230 KERN.
News Talk 96.1 and AM 1230, KERN.
It's that man again, Ralph Bailey. You're listening to the JR Show on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1230 KERN. Keep it locked. TRBS coming up at 3.
Welcome back. It's the JR Show. It's Current Radio. Check us out online, currentradio.com. Download the Current Radio app to your smart device. You can find us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and X. Just search Current Radio. Also streaming live on YouTube from the Current Radio studios. They're powered by Adaptive Networks. Call them 661-241-0638. That's 661-241-0638. If you got IT problems, they got the solutions. It's Adaptive Networks. Did you watch any of the soccer? We can't call it World Cup, Chris. So we got to call it soccer. Did you watch any of the soccer over the weekend?
I watched a little bit of the U.S. game, obviously, while we were here, but outside of that, not really.
No? Nothing, huh?
I turned my brain off this weekend, if I'm being honest.
There you go. It's good to do that every once in a while. Just check out. It's completely check out. The Americans did win on Friday, right? Though we are we out of group play yet? Do we know that at least?
We are not technically out. We have qualified for the knockout stages, but we are not out of group play just yet. We have one more game on Thursday.
Who else is in our group that we haven't played?
Turkey.
Turkey.
It's going to be Thanksgiving 2.0.
How do they spell it? Turkiye or something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
Turkey.
There's a couple accents above the E's.
How about just turkey, guys? Can you help us all out, please? But no. Is that again on Friday? This thing plays
Thursday.
Ooh.
This one's Thursday at 7.
Okay. So we got a Thursday night game this week as the U.S. tries to survive the pool play.
Yeah. Well, we've already survived technically because we're already into the round of 32.
It almost sounds like I know what I'm talking about, huh, Chris?
No idea, and
Just asking.
none of the Americans do. Come on, let's not pretend like we're some sort of like devout soccer followers and we know how the sport's even played. Seriously.
I mean, I know how it's played.
Well, yeah, you kick the ball down the field, but I mean, most people wouldn't know what offsides is. Most people don't understand why there's penalties or anything like that. Come on. It's like hockey. We just watch it because it's fun to watch. I don't know the rules.
Now, hold on now.
What?
Hockey is growing into a very, very formidable sport here in America.
It is, but I don't understand like offsides. I know there's a blue line and it has something to do with that. And I always like the way that Mike Hart says icing at the Condors games. Icing. But outside of that, I don't know. I don't even know what icing is. What's icing? Uh-huh.
I remember correctly, icing is when...
We don't care. We're American. It doesn't matter.
Is that when you chuck the puck to the other side where no one can get to it?
And then somebody from the other team touches it first before the other team does or something.
Yeah, that one, you're right. Icing, I'm not sure on the
We don't
rules.
care, Chris. Soccer, hockey, we like the sport.
Man, I care.
We'll watch it every once in a while. World Cup, maybe the NHL Finals, depending on who's playing.
Stanley Cup,
whatever. See, we don't care. We just like it's on. It's a sport. We'll watch it. We don't need to know the rules. But I know we won, and I know we're winning, and I know we're not going to win.
That's not necessarily.
Oh, come on, Chris. What are the chances? A chance to what?
We're 9th on the list right now of potential winners. We're 9th in their power rankings.
9th.
We're top 10.
Ooh.
We're top 10.
Ooh.
There is a chance.
There's a chance. Yeah.
We are growing. There is a chance.
There's a chance.
We beat Australia without our best player. Technically, we're doing all this without our number 1 player, too, who didn't get to play in the tournament.
I couldn't even tell you his name.
I think it's Diego. Pretty sure the kid's name is Diego.
Pretty sure it's Diego.
Can't remember his dad.
No, that's about all I got. But he's not playing because he's hurt. See, we don't care. We don't care. It's on. Is America playing? We're watching.
Diego Luna.
There it is.
Start with an L. Yeah, he has a bad knee right now, though, so he's not even playing. And we're still killing it, JR.
We couldn't name any of the athletes on the team, Chris. We couldn't.
It's not necessarily true.
That is true. There's 2 of us. Turn and ask Kyle. Hey, name one player on the United States soccer team. I bet you couldn't do it.
Kolosik.
I bet you we could
pronounce his last
see.
name.
You don't even know. I bet you we could go through this whole building right now.
There's an. Well, hold on now.
And
there's
not
Freeman. Oh God, I think it's Chris Freeman.
Uh-huh.
He's a forward. No, he's a defenseman on the team.
Keep proving my point.
His dad was a NFL wide receiver for the Packers for a long time.
Okay,
so I know him.
Maybe. I think that's how his name is. Chris. Sounds right. See, you got to look it up. We could walk through this whole building and nobody would know one single player's name. Maybe with the exception of the Spanish station.
Alex Freeman. Dang it, Alex
See?
Freeman. Chris Freeman's the bassist. I was close.
You're close. You're in the ballpark. You were on the field. They play on it's called the field, right? We don't.
Yes, it is a soccer field.
Soccer field. Well, football field. But nobody cares. No, tell me when America plays and we'll go watch it. How about that? Oh gosh. What anything else going? Sports is nothing right now, huh? What is it? The dead of summer where it's just baseball?
Yeah, pretty much.
Because NHL just ended. Congratulations.
All-Star weekend for baseball is
July.
Early July. Yeah,
usually around
week of July.
Yeah, usually around my birthday.
Yeah.
And then we'll get what? F1?
Sure.
F1 is on? You're not an F1 guy?
No. Okay, yeah. We're going to sit here and talk about sports that Americans really
NASCAR.
don't care about. No, NASCAR people care about in America. But F1,
I thought it was growing bigger.
Well, it is. It's
People
still, again, much like soccer, one of the largest sports in the world. But that's because of the devout European audience. It's not really the American audience that keeps it together.
No, we don't care. Where's the next race? I don't care. Is there a race on? Sure, put it on. If it was on TV when we walked in, we'll watch it. We don't care. We don't care.
I know I'm gonna get roasted for that,
Uh-oh,
but
here
it's
we
the
go.
truth.
Oh, for F1?
Oh yeah, no, I've said it multiple times on multiple different shows. I could not care less who drives the cars. Really don't.
Yeah. I like the Cadillac car, but I couldn't tell you who drives it. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's because we're American, Chris. We don't care. We don't care. What else is going on here locally? A bunch of DUIs over the weekend. We talked about that. The Fox is changing their policies, I guess. The Fox and the Nile Theater are changing their policies for all events beginning in September, including what guests can bring to the venues and how you can make payments. Beginning on September 1st, individuals visiting the theaters will only be allowed to bring in clear bags. That's been a policy almost everywhere you go now. I don't know what the Fox was waiting for, but like any sporting event that you go to, it has to be in a clear plastic bag and it has to be of a certain size or it's not allowed in. And so I guess the Fox is finally catching up to that. Small clutches or wallets, 4.5 to 6.5 inches in medical and diaper bags will be allowed. All bags are subject to inspection, and guests carrying prohibited items will be denied entry, of course. You can't take in knives, weapons, outside food and drinks, all the usual stuff. But the Fox and the Nile theaters are also set to implement. And are you down for this? The cashless policy everywhere is almost now.
I hate this.
I hate it. I hate it.
I know, like, don't get me wrong. I get that everybody's got a debit card or a credit card, but why? What's the purpose of going cashless? What is the actual purpose?
I don't know.
Outside of taking away the actual dollar bills that you hold in your hand, which has been scientifically proven, people spend more when they don't actually see it in front of their face.
Oh yeah, for years I've refused to have a bank account.
Same.
For years. It wasn't until, as with most things we've learned with JR, I didn't do a lot of things until my daughter was born. I was like, screw it. What do I need that for? And once I had a kid, I was like, okay, I need to be an adult and do this and do that and do this. But I didn't have a bank account for a long time.
Mm-hmm. Well, I had a bank account, but I was a strict no debit card, no credit card person.
Yeah, no. And even after that for a while, I was all cash. I just carried cash with me everywhere I went. Cash, cash, cash. But now everywhere, not everywhere, but a lot of places, and including stadiums and venues like this, are cashless now. They just are. I don't know if they think it's quicker, like a more convenient, quicker way to move people through lines. You're not fumbling around trying to find cash and figuring out how much, because kids don't know how to count these days. Let's be real. Without a computer, and even when the computer tells them, hey, this person's owed back $2.36, they don't know how to count out change. Let's just be honest. Kids don't know how to do anything these days. They don't. And so I don't know if that's the whole thing. You know what I've been doing lately, and it's the worst thing you could probably do, because I now have gotten into the habit of not having cash on me so much. Now I don't even carry my debit card a lot of the times. Now I fly like this. I go, I wonder if they have Apple Pay here. After we ordered. Live a little wild there. Just show up at a place and then hope that they have Apple Pay. Because you know the one place that doesn't have contactless pay, that doesn't have the whole just tap to pay thing, which is really convenient, which goes back to Chris's point that it's been proven that you'll spend more because you're not actually holding those dollars physically in your hand. And so the one place that I hate that doesn't have tap, Walmart. Why the heck doesn't Walmart have tap to pay? Of all the places, not only that, but their card readers suck. You try to put your debit card in there and then it's like beep, 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 pull it back out, put it back in. Oh, try swiping it. Now try reinserting it. Just get contactless pay. Just get tap to pay and we'll take care of this problem. Either get some updated freaking readers that are going to work or get tap to pay and quit being cheap, Walmart.
I can agree to that. But again, I haven't stepped foot inside a Walmart since pre-COVID.
Yeah, it's been about a month and a half. What are you? One of these delivery guys?
Oh yeah, well not delivery, but I'll do the drive
up.
Absolutely, I'll do my order on my phone. Wait for it to tell me it's ready, and then I drive up. They put it in my car.
I can't do that either.
I'm all for it. I don't care. They've never messed with my order. Like I never get like the horror stories that you hear. Everybody goes, "Oh, like the produce I got was all bad."
Yeah, or they
never once.
Or they substitute it for something I didn't want. Or
see, that's the thing. They tell you.
Yeah.
Well before you come pick up your stuff. Hey, your stuff's not there. What do you want instead? If you don't pay attention, then they just say, "Okay, we'll take the next like best thing."
But the thing that it sucks for is produce, because then you don't get to actually like, oh, this is a good avocado. This isn't a ripe avocado. This is a good banana. That's not so. I want my banana a little bit more ripe.
But again, if you're getting produce, you're really going to Walmart. You're going to Walmart for that.
Yeah, where else would I go to produce for? Yeah,
I'd rather go to Vaughn's.
Vaughn's?
Vaughn's or Albertsons. Yeah. I don't know. It's fresher.
You think so?
I think so.
I don't think so.
I believe it.
Strawberry's a strawberry.
I don't trust Walmart.
I really
don't.
I don't trust food places in general.
Walmart is the McDonald's of grocery stores.
As long as you shop along the outside, that's what I've been told. Shop along the outside. Don't go in the middle. That's where all the poison's at. And we'll get to another story. You hear what they're doing with M&Ms?
Oh Lord!
Taking away the dyes.
Oh, again?
Which means
the red one's going away?
2 colors are going away.
Red.
Nope.
And
it's not the red.
I've
I've got the story.
I thought the whole like argument was that red
dye
was
number
killing
40.
us.
Yeah. Well, everything's killing us, Chris. That's going to be part of the whole topic of it. I'll get to it after the next break. But M&Ms are changing. I think there was 40 different ice creams that said they're going to stop using dyes. Eggo is coming out with new products, all in an attempt to make you think that it's healthy. Trust us.
Why was ice cream using dyes in the first place?
Ice cream's not even ice cream, Chris.
Don't ruin ice cream.
Look at the carton next time.
It's all right. Dewar's is real ice cream anyway, so.
Yeah, and Rosemary's is better, so.
Eh.
Dewar's is like the...
Don't you start. Don't you start. Tread lightly here.
I know, because we went to another place last night to get some froyo, some frozen yogurt to end out the Father's Day weekend. It doesn't even stand up. Doesn't even stand up.
Frozen yogurt's not the same.
And the place that we went doesn't even let you put your own toppings. They're like, what kind do you want? We'll put them for you. What?
Where's the fun in that?
What? What if I want to pick out only the red and blue gummy worms? No, you picked up the green and yellows. Just saying.
Grape and strawberry, really?
Yeah. I'll tell you what colors won't be in M&Ms any longer, just in case you're famous and your writer said no more green M&Ms. You won't have to worry about that. Plus, in the 2:00 hour, it's Mike and me at the movies. I got it this time. We'll talk about Toy Story 5. I'll tell Mike how much that I loved it. Such a great flick. Can't wait for Toy Story 6.
It's coming.
I know it is. Man, I hate when they kill a franchise. This one's been dead for a while. We'll get back. It's the JR Show. It's Current Radio. We'll be back.
Current Radio, News Talk 96.1 and AM 1230, KERN. The Ralph Bailey Show, weekdays at 3 p.m.
You can call me crazy, you can call me racist, but I think there's a clear reason why a lot of folks don't like Barack Obama. Reality is he left the office with a 60% approval rating. Barack Obama, whom I never voted for, and I don't think did a whole lot for the black community, was a decent president given the fact he was the Jackie Robinson of politics.
The Ralph Bailey Show, News Talk 96.1 and AM 1230, KERN.
Carpet outlets.
Potato heads, I think
Every day is Saturday.
No one can beat us, no one can touch us. You won't find better prices. Shop and compare, we don't care. Take a look our way and come into
Carpet Outlet Plus. Every day is sale day.
Carpet Outlet Plus is celebrating 30 years in business by offering you no interest financing for 12 months. Head over to carpetoutletplus.com to apply now. You can get new waterproof flooring and comfy carpet in the bedrooms, all from one trusted place. Over 70,000 customers can't be wrong. It's probably been time to change your floors for a while, so call, click, or stop by today. Carpet Outlet Plus, 3.5 blocks west of 99 on Rosedale Highway.
Carpet Outlet Plus. Every day is sale day.
Man, I love this place. I've been surfing here since I was a kid. Now, seeing my grandson out on the water, it means everything to me. Watching him and taking in the blue waves, the sea breeze, the blurry horizon.
If you have geographic atrophy, or GA, subtle changes in vision could mean it's progressing toward irreversible vision loss. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression and could help preserve your vision for longer, so you may keep seeing the world around you. Izervay, or avacincaptad pegol, is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may cause blood in the white of the eye, blurred vision, or a temporary increase in eye pressure. Do not drive or use machinery until vision has recovered after an eye injection or exam. Ask your retina specialist how you can slow your GA with Izervay. To learn more, call 1-855-IZERVAY or go to izervay.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
Did you know termites can silently feast on your home for 3 to 4 years before you see any damage? They can literally eat a bedroom wall in less than 2 years, causing major structural damage to your biggest investment. Don't wait for the evidence to appear. Ryan's Termite is running an early bird special. If you know or even suspect that you have termites, get on Ryan's schedule now for an additional 10% off our already lowest price. All work is guaranteed. There's no money down and no contracts. Plus, in most cases, you won't even have to move or tent your house. Protect your home and save. Call Ryan's today. That's Ryan'sTermiteControl.com.
Hey, folks, Scott Cox here, host of the First Look with Scott Cox program, heard right here on KRN 6 to 9 every morning. You're listening to the JR Show.
.com. So you want to guess which one, what M&Ms aren't going to be a part of M&Ms anymore? The Mars company has announced that they are embracing the Make America Healthy Again campaign, and they will be launching this summer. The iconic brand will introduce a version of its candies made without artificial dyes beginning in August as it marks its 85th anniversary. Can you guess which colors will be excluded from the FD&C free lineup? Any guesses?
Blue.
Okay. Yeah.
Yellow.
No.
Okay.
No. Blue and brown.
They're getting rid of brown.
Yeah, that's racist, huh? That's what I thought too. That's the way I felt about it.
I figured that of any of them would be the one that's not artificially colored.
Right?
Like, oh, look, chocolate that's brown. Yeah, no, that seems about right.
Turns out that Mars told the Wall Street Journal the colors could not be recreated with natural ingredients at a reasonable cost.
So that's what it all is. It's all about money. It has nothing to do with actually protecting people.
No, Chris, it never has been.
It has everything to do with the fact that we couldn't do it in a amount of money that we actually liked.
If the dye that Mars or any other company is using is the biggest concern that you have with the food that you are eating, you're not even beginning to think right.
You know what I'm thinking right now? This actually goes further. I'm now thinking about it.
Conspiracy Chris.
No.
We got a new name. Go ahead.
Think about it. Out of all the M&Ms on the commercials and stuff like that, which ones do you never hear from?
Brown.
Brown and blue.
It's racist, dude. I'm
It's
telling
never
you.
brown and blue. Brown and blue never get a line.
No.
They never talk about them.
Nope.
They're never shown.
Red,
it's always just red,
yellow.
Now they got the green
Green,
ones for
the
some
lady,
reason.
the
That's
chick.
supposed to be the good looking one.
It's gotta be the hot chick. You know what I mean? You gotta
I mean,
have a hot
all of them. I'm just thinking, like, I've never heard from brown and blue.
Yeah, well, they're out now. Only in the artificial dye free.
So now M&Ms are going to be red, yellow,
Only,
orange, and green.
Only the artificial dye free ones.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I'm guessing you can still get the ones with the poison dyes in them, just in case you thought those were still delicious. You can still get them with the poison dye, but you can also opt for the, I'm going to go ahead and guess, more expensive alternative. We're going to pretend like they're safer for your kids because they don't have dyes in them, even though the sugar in them is going to kill your child before anything else.
You know, I know he's not going to have a definitive number, but I am curious if Movie Mike knows what, like, the top.
What's the top selling
snack
candy is?
Yeah.
We got, what did she get yesterday? I think she had Sweet Tarts.
See, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I'm a sour candy guy.
I think it's different for movies, though.
It's fair.
You don't think so? You don't
mean,
think you like different candies at the movies that you wouldn't normally?
That's fair. I think that there are some people that
Like
probably
like
would go that way.
Twizzlers, Red Vines.
Yeah, you're right. I would never get a thing of Red Vines outside of the movie theater.
But at the movie theater, you're like, oh, Red Vines.
Unless someone has that big old bucket for some reason and buys it. I have
Just-
no idea why you would buy
Right?
that many. But
Sam, that's just not a. It's not a regular candy, but movie candy. It's great. It's great movie candy.
you know what? Those cookie dough bites too.
Yeah.
Never buy those
Never
at
buy
the
them.
store. But at the
Movies?
movies, yeah,
They
we
sound
can go
good.
with some cookie dough bites.
See what I'm saying? I think it's different as far as popularity goes. But Mars apparently, then again, they don't care. Mars explored replacing blue and brown with purple and pink, or shifting to a 3-color mix, but ultimately decided against those options. Red, yellow, orange, and green are expected to appear in the initial FDNC free lineup that will be available on Amazon. Mars aims to have the full core blend available by 2028. Oh gosh, and not to be outdone and trying to fool you that they're actually good for you. Eggo's is expanding its frozen breakfast lineup with the debut of Eggo Zero.
Lego my Eggos.
The brand's first waffle made with 0 grams of added sugar.
Wait, there were sugar in these?
Yes, Christopher. There's all kinds of stuff added that's even worse than sugar. But for them to go on a campaign and say, hey, look, we took the sugar out, all the other preservatives.
They're built-in sugar in waffles.
Because it's crack cocaine, Chris. It's the first thing that you're addicted to in your life is sugar.
I mean, true.
Shortly after that, it's caffeine. And then for some folks, it's nicotine. And then alcohol. And then, well, don't do drugs that are harder than you. That's my only advice. Go to break. On the other side, we got Mike and me at the movies. Talking a little Toy Story 5. It's the JR Show. It's Current Radio. We'll be right back.
Kern Radio, AM 1230, KERN, 96.1 FM, K241CI, Bakersfield, an American General Media station.
From Town Hall, I'm Keith Peters in Washington. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer has announced he is resigning, paving the way for Britain to have its 7th Prime Minister in just over a decade.
Outside number 10 at Downing Street, British Prime Minister Keir Starmer announced he's stepping down as leader of the governing Labour Party.
Every decision I've taken has been about putting the country I love first. That is why I will resign as leader of the Labour Party.
Starmer had made the decision after facing growing pressure to hand over to a new leader who can try and revive the government's flagging fortunes. He's been in office since leading Labour to a landslide election victory in July 2024. In those 2 years, though, his popularity and that of the party have plummeted. His departure was triggered in particular by the victory of Andy Burnham, the popular ex-mayor of Greater Manchester. Charles Villadesma, London.
Alan Greenspan, the long-serving former head of the Federal Reserve, has died.
Former Federal Reserve Chairman Alan Greenspan has died at 100. He died from complications of Parkinson's disease. That's according to his wife of 29 years NBC News correspondent Andrea Mitchell. In his 18.5 years at the helm of the Fed, Greenspan presided over a sustained era of American growth and prosperity, yet one that ended with devastating consequences in 2008, 2 years after he left central bank. Speaking in April 2010, Greenspan said he did the best he could when he was in charge of the Fed.
If we get it right 70% of the time, that is exceptionally good.
Kaya Panjwani, Washington.
Taking a look at the Wall Street numbers today, the Dow Jones Industrial Average up by 148 points. The Nasdaq, however, dropped 351, with the S&P 500 declining by 27 points. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Advantage Gold, America's #1 precious metals company, is sounding the alarm that a storm is coming and that now is the time to diversify your portfolio before it's too late. That's why we're offering an emergency gold and silver protection kit valued at $49, absolutely free for anyone who calls today at 800-900-8000. This kit includes critical information for investors with a retirement account seeking to own physical gold and silver, but want to do it tax and penalty free. Advantage Gold has helped investors protect and secure their wealth with physical gold and silver since 2014. Call Advantage Gold now at 800-900-8000 and we'll rush your emergency gold and silver kit plus a free copy of Ken Rogoff's book, Our Dollar, Your Problem. See how gold and silver can help you protect and secure your wealth with the help of Advantage Gold. Results vary. Consult your tax advisor before investing. Call 800-900-8000. That's 800-900-8000.
There's been another close.
From the KERN Newsroom, your live and local news update.
The fire that was caused by the fatal wreck. I'm Chris Davis. As of this morning, that fire, which is known as the Star Fire, is now almost entirely contained, according to CAL FIRE. But it did its share of damage, with flames at one point 20 feet high and 577 acres burned in the area of Highway 58 and General Beale Road. The fire was started when a car went off the side of the mountain and caught brush on fire. The man inside the car was thrown out and pronounced dead at the scene. His name has not been made public. Pismo Beach, San Luis Obispo County. A man from Bakersfield is being charged with stabbing a man at a public restroom on Addy Street on the beach. Authorities there say that happened Saturday morning. They have not publicly discussed the motive, but they say that 60-year-old Jody Flowers of Bakersfield is charged with attempted murder and assault with a deadly weapon, is in the county jail there, and for now gets no bail. A significant drop in gas prices over the weekend, bringing the state average down to $5.52 per gallon, says Gas Buddy, with the national average now at $3.85. Wofford Heights still has the least expensive in the area, with one station there selling a gallon for $4.69, and a station in Kernville has it for $4.79. It was another homeless camp cleanup, and this time 8 tons of trash and debris were taken away and 7 people were arrested. This one was by Bakersfield Police and Code Enforcement, and they say it happened near the railroad tracks along Plans and Acres Roads. The people arrested were charged with illegal lodging, trespassing on railroad property, and with active warrants. They were booked into the Lerdo jail. Police say they brought along flood ministries to try and help them, but nobody accepted their help. I'm Chris Davis in the KERN Newsroom with news every half hour and when it breaks on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1230. KERN.
Flores, time is up. Thank you very
I
much.
had 3 more seconds and I had the whole thing.
Just,
I was supposed to have 3 minutes.
I'll be around this week.
sir, thank you very much.
Love you too, Greg.
Next speaker, please.
That's for the YouTube audio, but I'll give you these. If you want to plug in these, sure. Welcome back. Second hour of the program. It's the JR Show. It's Current Radio. Check us out online, currentradio.com. Download the Current Radio app to your smart device. Take us on all of your summer vacations. Find us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and X. You can also just look up Current Radio and watch us streaming live on YouTube. Head over there right now and just search up Current Radio, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and watch us from the Current Radio studios powered by Adaptive Networks. For your IT needs, call them 661-241-0638. That's 661-241-0638. It's Adaptive Networks. And this is the Mike and Me at the Movies segment, as we do every Monday. I even brought in the smellometer just for effect. I know you guys can't smell it at home, but I had some popcorn left over from the show yesterday, and I didn't plan on bringing it in. I just left it in my back seat. Let's just be honest. And I smelled it as I drove into work. I said, you know what? That's going to be good for the segment today. Welcome to the show, Mike.
Thanks for having me. I love to go places that smell like my work, and it's like I never left for an hour. So I appreciate that.
Do you ever get used to the popcorn smell?
Never.
Never.
I can't.
It never
stand
goes away. You
Family and friends love popcorn, and I'm just like, oh my God. Especially, and I'm not trying to be gross on this, day old popcorn has that smell where I'm like, oh God, someone didn't clean.
Somebody didn't clean the theater right. Oh man, this is great. Chris had a question, and I guess so did I. We were talking about M&Ms, and they're going to phase out some of the colors and everything with the new no artificial dyes or whatever.
If they were doing the Make America Healthy again, they would just close down in general.
Just everything.
We'll change the color.
That was my whole point, was like, oh, this is just another ruse to pretend like you guys are somehow healthy. Like the sugar inside of it isn't killing you anyways. Yeah, if it's the dye that you're worried about and not the preservatives or every other thing that they put into the food.
They're healthy. They have peanuts.
They're great. Yes. If you look at the Eggo ingredient label, I'm sure you'll find about 10 different things that you couldn't even pronounce.
Yeah.
And so if you're worried about the added sugar, I think you got other problems.
But I mean, it's an effort. I mean,
it's an effort. Yes, they're trying. But with that, do you know the most popular candy at a movie theater?
I know for me personally, it's
for you personally,
for my
Maya.
location.
Okay.
Here in town would be the peanut M&M, the sour Skittle, and the
Mm.
Reese's Pieces and Bunch of Crunch.
Okay.
If we don't have those, we've had a big run, like we have had this week for Toy Story.
Oh, I imagine. Where are red vines on the list? Because Chris and I both agreed that that's primarily like a movie candy. We don't eat that candy outside of watching a movie.
Right. And it's rough, especially for theaters that, like, in the last 5, 6 years, 10 years, I guess you would say, who have been shifting over to having more of an expanded menu, like pizzas, burgers,
serving food and
chicken, stuff like that. You really upset the balance of like people either wanting savory or
sweet,
or sugar
yeah.
or sweet. Yeah. So it's like right now it's like it's this weird unbalance, but I think red vines have been dropped. Not like badly. They still do well, but I mean, that'd be at the bottom of my list to get at a theater. And I think a lot of people see that as well. I think it's a movie theater only thing for the red vines, for the Twizzlers. Man, when I was back east, they had Twizzlers instead. I hate Twizzlers so much.
Now he's like,
I don't love licorice, but it's like I will always choose a red vine over a Twizzler. Twizzlers just have that weird feel.
This is a little bit more. Maybe it was the red dye they were using as opposed to the other red dye.
And you've got to wonder if it's like if there's like a racial component, like how Coca-Cola and Pepsi, they like tried to serve different markets in the same way with like RC Cola having that brand. If it's just that I buck against the cultural appropriation of Twizzlers.
I don't know, but
I did appreciate looking at this popcorn and the Whoppers and the Sweet Tarts. Clearly candies that Maya sells. So thanks for coming over to Maya to see Toy Story.
You guys don't have Sweet Tarts?
Don't we?
I don't know. Choose. Sweet Tart Choose, as a matter of fact.
Definitely.
Can I? We snuck those in, Mike. I'm sorry.
Sure. Okay.
We snuck those in. I did go watch Toy Story 5, though.
I'm curious to hear how you felt about it.
Do you really want to know how I felt about it?
I haven't seen it, so I
haven't
like to
watched
hear
it.
anything. I didn't see that. I didn't see Robin Hood. It's so hard, like working at a theater, especially in the summer, where it's like the last thing I want to do is also be there any longer. It's rough. I go to other movie theaters because sometimes I just can't detach from, like, if I see something happening, I'm going to want to stand up and take care of it or tell someone, hey, turn off your phone or do something. I just need to get out of
your theater
completely. Don't laugh.
I know. I feel you. I get it. I did watch it yesterday for Father's Day.
It's sounding like it's great so far.
It ranks 4th on out of 5 out of the 5 movies.
What would be 5? 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I gotta think we would never have got to 5 if we didn't have 4.
Nice. Okay.
But I said it's great. Kids should go watch it. Go with your family. You don't have to know Toy Story, I guess, to watch it. It's not.
Do you think that that's the case?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
The true test of that is going to be the Minions movie that's coming out next week. So this one is like completely detached from the Minions that you're used to in the Minions movies and the ones that are in Despicable Me. This is like some offshoot group. And in my mind, I'm like, are kids going to want to see that? And someone today, a coworker, was like, kids don't care.
They don't care. And that's how I kind of started to feel about Toy Story 5 was like, I don't know if they just didn't realize, because I again, as I've said in previous segments, I have an attachment to this movie.
Yeah, right.
I grew up with this movie. It came out in what, 95, 94. And so I there's some things that are attached to this movie. And so I had to let go of some things like, okay, Woody's just out there.
That's what I was going to ask you. So, like, here are the main complaints. Let's see what you think on these complaints that I've heard about nationwide. Woody is a supporting character in this one.
Yes, because he's not even, as we know from part 4, that he stayed with Bo Peep.
Yeah.
And so they're out like in just the wilderness driving the skunk car around.
Of course.
And you know what I mean? And he has a walkie-talkie. What was the motorcycle guy?
Oh,
the trick
motorcycle. Not
motorcycle.
Knievel, but yeah.
Yeah, something
Keanu
along
Reeves, right?
Yeah. And so it was
Yes.
kaboom. Yeah. That
Not to
guy.
be confused with Duke Nukem.
Or Evil Knievel. I don't know. It's the Canadian version. But they they call Woody on a walkie-talkie, and he like the motorcycle guy picks up and he's like, oh yeah, hold on, Woody's in the middle of a rescue. And they're like in some tree trying to get down a kite with the toy attached to it, and Bo Peep's just kind of standing there, and they're like, yeah, and that guy, and it's a mess, man.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
and Woody just comes back, and there's kind of a thing with that, with how he gets back, and he doesn't take on that. It's more, I think Jesse is the lead
That's what
character.
I've heard, and I think a lot of people were having issues. That was the second thing I was going to say, that it's more of a Jesse-centric movie.
Yeah, you could have almost called it Jesse.
Really?
I think now that
that wouldn't have sold many tickets.
No, that's why you had to call it Toy Story 5. You know what I mean? But yeah, she is definitely the main character.
That's right.
Buzz is even a supporting character.
I heard that Buzz has some like good story stuff that's in this that progresses his and Jesse's story. Not to give any spoilers, but I've had to keep my
Their
hand on the pulse.
relationship.
Yeah.
Yes. Their relationship.
Which I could have figured. I mean, I
grows.
thought they were in a relationship this whole time, but people are saying that this one actually like solidifies that and talks about that being a thing. Much of
Yes.
the way that Woody and Bo Peep are quote unquote toy couple. What are we doing with
couple.
our lives?
Yeah.
What are we talking about here?
I don't know. But it's not, it's fine for the kids. If you're an adult and you're going in and you're expecting to see the Toy Story,
right?
Don't.
Now, see, here's what I'm wondering. I've been thinking about, and I've been writing something about this, where the back end of Disney's California Adventure, the second theme park in Anaheim, is all Pixar related.
Pixar
They have
Pier.
that Toy Story Midway Mania ride,
Right. The Incredible Coaster, the Credit Coaster.
Yeah. Nobody who's going to that park is going to be phased by what happened in the story.
No.
It's just free money on there.
Yeah.
The same way that with Star Wars, they built that whole Star Wars land. There are people like us that are freaks that understand what's going on in that Star Wars land, but to other people, it's
just
like
another
a
land.
land to
Yeah.
walk through and 2 rides to get on.
Yep.
So where do you think those people fall in the grand scheme of things? But I'm assuming that wherever you went, I hope you went to Maya. I don't think you did. Wherever you went to see
Dollar
Toy Story
Tree store
yesterday.
candy. Don't do that, guys.
But wherever you went to see Toy Story yesterday, I guarantee you it was a sold out show, correct?
Pretty darn close. I
So-
mean, you had like one off seat here where somebody didn't want to sit next to somebody. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
there was no 2 seats next to each other available.
So how
in the
many
theater.
of those people in that auditorium, I'm assuming not, maybe let's say 75 to 100 people, felt the same way that you did, or just turned their brain off and enjoyed it?
All the adults hated it, and
Seriously?
all the kids were like, "Yeah, woohoo!"
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't experience that. Maybe they were like masked on the way out, because we got Spider-Man tickets are on sale for all of you out
Oh,
there. So you
nice.
can go and get your Spider-Man tickets now. That comes out on July 31st. They put them out for sale really early. People leaving were taking pictures with the Minion standee and the Spider-Man standee. So it was like a bunch of families that were having a good time, and I didn't really see the idea of anyone being disappointed with it. So I'm kind of sad.
I mean,
I'm
it's
kinda
hard
hesitant
to
watch it.
It's hard to walk out and be like all mad at the movie.
Were you mad because of the Taylor Swift song playing at the end?
No, I was mad at. I think just I appreciate Taylor Swift. I was mad. I think at just the whole movie, the whole thing, the storyline, the Jesse as the main character, the whole plot with the device now.
Yeah. Now you talked about it before going into the movie that you wanted it to be some sort of lesson for both parents and kids about technology. Did that satisfy you at all, that story?
I think they started to hit at it, and then I think they realized that they were going to upset people because people were going to start looking in the mirror and saying that's me, and they had to turn and pivot and go, okay, how do we bring in technology as a good thing? And then so they had to turn and go, they're not evil, but they can be used as good.
Okay.
So that was I don't want to spoil
that AI argument of like if you use it correctly,
right?
It's like,
and there's truth in that, right? In growing connections and staying, up to date with people in your life that you may not as much, but you see them on social media. There's that aspect of it, but it can also have the darker side.
Is that the case though? Because one of the major things that have been lost in the last 25 years that a lot of people are talking about are how high school reunions are just not a thing anymore because everyone sees each other on Facebook, so that there's no need for these in-person get-togethers anymore, and people are losing that part of their human connection.
Yeah, that's true. They touch on human connection and people not, because at one time they like Woody or somebody is standing up high above everything. And maybe it's Jesse on the roof or something, and she can see into all the bedrooms in the neighborhood, and all the kids are just on tablets. I know, gross, right? I didn't think about it like that.
Dang, Toy Story.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But they're all on tablets. Nobody's playing. And the whole premise is Bonnie is trying to make friends because there's no kids like her that play with toys anymore. So she seems awkward and weird because she still plays with toys at her age while other kids are all on their devices all the time. And so there's that conflict. And then when she does make friends, they get into some social bullying into that, and they touch on that a little bit. And so there's some good stories in there.
Man, do you want to get super nerdy?
Okay.
Do I want to ruin my reputation on this show?
I didn't know you had a reputation.
I do. I'm a very respectable member of this community.
I thought coming on the show ruined it as just in itself.
But. No, anytime I say stuff like at Disney's California Adventure, people are like snooze.
Nah.
So we're talking about technology. We're talking about this lily pad character that comes in.
Which my daughter loved because her name is Lily, by the way.
Aw.
Yeah, so every time they were like, Lily, and I was like, yeah.
You know what's great? You're now going to have to buy that toy.
No.
Many, many times over.
At Disneyland when we
That's
go.
the most insidious thing.
Yeah, it's terrible.
So Toy Story 3 came out, what did we decide on? 2008 or 9?
Yeah.
So in universe, Bonnie hasn't grown up at all.
At all.
So in real life, it's been about 16 years.
Yeah, so Bonnie should be.
So what year do these movies take place in?
90 or late 90s, maybe.
I don't know, maybe. Because Andy was how old
when he started, 95? And then he went off to college.
So
there's a whole you can go down a rabbit hole if you really want to and look at the Pixar timeline when there's like fandom that make up the Pixar timeline and say
Toy Story.
Then say this movie came before this movie and that movie and they're all related and I looked for Easter eggs in there, but I couldn't find it.
Does the audience want like an even deeper
weird
thing?
Let's go there.
The idea that all the movies, the Pixar movies, are in the same universe and that Cars is in the far-flung future where everyone has died and had to evolve wearing armor that looked like cars. I didn't write this. Some weirdo wrote this. I hate the Cars movies personally. I think they don't make any sense at all. But like that's one of these things where these quote unquote normal fans are trying to say.
Interesting. I never heard that before.
No, I don't know if it was on this show or with Hopper or even on the Richard Bean show where I talked about my hatred of Cars, where it's like, how does it make sense that there's a car-sized arena for car races and someone playing a car-sized guitar? Like none of that.
None of
those
makes
movies
sense.
make sense.
None of it makes sense.
And people like those movies. It's the busiest ride at Disneyland.
It's because kids, they don't need complex things, Mike. They just need fun things.
Well, I think that's why kids are getting dumber.
I know.
It's not iPads. It's Pixar itself.
It's Pixar's fault. It's movies like Toy Story 5
And remember, everyone who's listening out there, I want to get into Club 33. So
I do want to get in Club 33.
the opinions expressed by me are not what I mean.
We have
or
the disclaimer
something.
up, Mike. It's all good. Don't even worry about it. We'll take a break on the other side. We'll step away from Pixar and Disney and Toy Story stuff. We'll talk about if you didn't have a 9-year-old to take to the movies and didn't want to be the weird person sitting 2 seats next to me that didn't have a kid that was an adult.
And breaking news that I'm bringing to you.
Mike has breaking news and other movies as adults you can watch.
What? No.
No, you don't have any.
That didn't sound good.
Oh, not those kind of
Let's
adult
get
movies.
on the roof and look into windows. All right.
Yeah. It's Mike and me at the movies on Mondays. And Mike's like, I'm not even a part of this. My name is Bob.
Exactly.
Can we change my name?
Let's stop saying my company.
He's gonna wear a mask when he comes in, like he's a food critic. Just he's sitting in the corner. It's gonna be blurred out on video. You're not gonna be able to see him. He's like, I don't want any part of this, but he's got to on the other side. It's the JR Show. It's Current Radio. We'll be back.
Yeah, it was nuts. I tried going to see it like at least
doing? Welcome back. It's the JR Show. It's Current Radio. Check us out online, currentradio.com, social media, Facebook, Instagram, and X. Just look up Current Radio and streaming on YouTube as well. Just look up Current Radio. You can watch us. Current Radio Studios are sponsored by Adaptive Networks. For your IT needs, call them 661-241-0638. That's 661-241-0638. It's Adaptive Networks. We're sitting in here talking with Mike Armendariz. It's me and Mike. No, Mike and I. Mike and I. Mike and me. Mike and me?
Me, Mike and me.
Mike and me at the movies. Yeah.
On Monday.
On Mondays. We'll work it out.
Yeah.
One more thing about Toy Story 5 before we move on, or go back to Toy Story 5 that I was thinking about, because they do it a lot of comparing, and they've done this over the years. It's kind of the main theme of, the new toys, or the new toys move in and everybody's threatened by the new toys. And especially now with this one, it's technology, and the new technology toys are moving in. And I think it's like, even they call it the death of toys or something like that. It's the death of all toys, or the toy era is dead or something.
Wow. Very lighthearted.
Yeah, is what they go with on the movie. And as that they were playing that theme, it made me think, how did animation feel when Pixar moved in?
Totally, yeah.
Same way, right?
Look at Disney. Within 10 years, they were no longer making hand-drawn films.
Yeah, the hand animation was gone because of the technology that Toy Story came. Toy Story essentially launched that technology. That was their Pixar's first big movie, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And so for them to play on that as, this new technology is the threat of the toys, when they were at one time perceived as the threat to animation and movies. I don't know if they picked up on that, but I did a little bit through the theme. I was like, huh.
Was there anything about movie theaters feeling the threat of Disney Plus and streaming for the movie theaters?
No,
that would be really meta.
No, they didn't want to. The theater didn't want to do that one.
Yeah,
for some reason.
I wonder
they were
why.
like, no, they're like, no. Please subscribe to our services.
Man, I hate that. We had an ad for, I forget what movie it was. It was a recent Marvel movie where, like, at the end of the trailer, it ended with all these available on Disney Plus. I was like, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Come on.
I didn't catch many of the trailers. I know Moana played before it.
Moana.
The live action Moana, but I missed the other ones.
There's a couple of new Disney movies coming out. There's Gato, which is the next Pixar movie next year about a cat, and then Hexed is this Thanksgiving's Disney movie. It's the Disney brand movie of a young girl who becomes a witch because she has, like, I think there's like a history of witchcraft in her family, so she inadvertently becomes a witch. I haven't seen that trailer. We saw a bit of it at CinemaCon for both of those when Stephanie and I went in April, but they look pretty good. I mean, how offensive can cartoons get? I mean, like, Disney knows what they're doing. They're even a bad one is going to be good. Like, everyone hated Wish, but it was like, it wasn't that bad.
I don't think I watched that one.
It's okay.
Is it
misguided because it was the big, like, anniversary Disney movie, so there's like a lot of callbacks to other Disney movies, and it's sort of like the idea that this one inspired every Disney story since. So maybe if you didn't have that, it would have been a little bit better, but it was still not bad.
Crazy. What's the big news? What's the
I want to sue.
Okay.
I think
Wait,
we should.
hold
I'm
on.
going to ask.
Wait, hold on. No,
I'm going to ask the
Hold
room.
on.
I'm going to ask our listeners. I think we manifested this.
Oh boy!
Announced today a third "Are We There Yet" movie with Neil Long and Ice Cube both returning.
God. We were talking about Ice Cube's birthday last week. And we ran through his gamut of movies, and then now it's announced that they're
Within
doing
a week.
They're doing what?
Are They Gone Yet? The idea that they're now visiting the kids and they're wondering when their parents are going to be leaving.
That's a nice spin on it, I guess. But
I guess
I was just going with the whole movie in general. Are they gone yet?
Well, no, I mean, we have to take a different route on this one. We need to get producer credits on these. This movie wouldn't happen if we hadn't been talking about it last week.
So are they gone yet?
Are
And
They
it's
Gone
about
Yet?
the parents showing up to the grown
Ice Cube
kids.
and Neil Long showing up and the kids wanting their parents to be.
Got it.
I don't know what the audience is for that.
Well, you know,
but I know that if we have credit on there, we will make some cash.
I just want a little bit of the royalties.
Just a bit.
1%.
1% of the, you have to say, of the gross.
Of the gross.
If you get the net, they'll be like, we never made any money. Have I talked to you about that? There's the idea that, oh man.
Because
what
who was
movie is
famous for it? It was Iron Man, right? With Robert Downey Jr.
Well,
that
Robert Downey
opted
Jr.
to take
a bit of like
the royalties,
yeah,
the cash into
and so
it.
he's rich beyond belief. Like Star Wars, the original, famously, George Lucas gave Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher, and Mark Hamill each 1% of the
The
gross of
royalty,
the movie. So
yeah.
they were set after that movie with how much that
Well,
made.
when you're starting a movie like that franchise, you don't have a lot of money to hire actors.
Exactly.
And so that's how you pay them.
There's a really interesting book out right now called The Last Kings of Hollywood. If anyone's interested in any of the stuff we've been talking about, it centers on George Lucas, Steven Spielberg, and Francis Ford Coppola as they made their first movies and made a name for themselves. And there's a part of it about how they start going at each other's necks, George Lucas and Francis Ford Coppola, over like $1 million that like was owed to them for how American Graffiti went through. And it's like, this is insane. Like, it is all just about money. I'm joking about us, obviously.
Right, no,
Piece of
yeah.
the
I mean,
are
I
they
do.
gone yet?
I'll
But
take it.
I'll take it. Yeah, give me some of that money. But it's crazy, like seeing how like it is a business, and I think a lot of people like forget about how much of a business this is. But the biggest downfall of this entire system is that the writer of Men in Black, you've seen Men in Black.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's seen Men in Black.
I was watching it the other day on TV. It came on. I think it was part 2, maybe.
So famously, Sony has told the writer has never made any money off of it other than what he was initially paid, because they maintain Men in Black has never made any money, that it was so expensive, and that they had to advertise it and they have to continue advertising and continue marketing, that it has never made a profit. So he's never seen any of that profit participation.
Shut up.
Yeah, it's gross when you look into like these stories about like you can't even kick him a couple dollars. It's pretty bad.
Just because when he signed the contract, he said, we'll take the gross.
It was of the profits. So their accounting is like, well, we never made money off it. And it's like, cool, thanks. So I'm over here not making any money.
That is insane.
Yeah, it's gross. So remember, everyone out there, don't sign anything until you get a lawyer on it.
They always have a lawyer look at
I was thinking
any
about that
contract
today.
you sign.
Something I'm working on where I'm like, do I have to find a lawyer? And I'm thinking about a contract, and I'm like, I don't even know where to start with that.
I don't either. I mean, I try to read things over as best I can before I sign
And you had
them.
people sleeping in your bed. Not to Three Bears it, but
I mean, gosh, I didn't sign any paperwork on that thing. Just wait for the lawsuit on that one.
So I think we're both saying we need lawyers because we want a piece of that. Are we there yet? 3 money.
Are we? So what are they calling it? Are we there yet? 3? Are they gone yet?
Just are they gone yet? I'm assuming. Don't look at me like that. I didn't do that.
Why? And I said it before you came on. Why do we do this to franchises? Why must we milk a franchise and murder it and leave it dead in the street?
I'm sure there's some people that want to see this.
No, there's not.
No, there will be people that turn out with their "Are we there yet?" shirts. I don't know who they are, but there will be people like that.
And somebody should slap him and say, "No, you're not. Keep going."
The worst
Just
example
keep
of
going.
that was when Ghostbusters, this latest Ghostbusters came out. There were families coming to see it with like little kids, like maybe 4 or 5 years old, in Ghostbusters outfits, and you could tell they had no interest. And it was like the parents being like, "You like this, huh?" And the kids being like, "I guess."
No,
You're the one giving me the clothes.
I only wore this because you made me. You promised me candy.
That's what I'll call that expression now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm wearing this because you told me.
I'm only wearing this because you made me wear it, and you promised me candy and popcorn, and one of those ices.
And one of those ices.
One of those ices.
Candies like Whoppers and Chewy Sweet Tarts. I'm never letting that go.
I got popcorn straight from you guys. One trick. Do you guys hate this trick at the popcorn machine?
What trick?
Do you know the trick of how to get butter to the bottom?
Oh no, we encourage that.
You know,
Fill it halfway, put it in, get it on.
Oh, no. I mean, I've never had, so I can tell them that. Hey, only fill the bucket halfway. I'll be right back, and then go put butter, and then come back, and then get it filled up the rest of the way.
We sure do.
If I'd have known that, I wouldn't have done the straw trick, Mike.
What's the straw trick?
So I get a straw, right?
Okay.
And you know the butter machine that you push the button, and the butter goes.
Yeah.
And then it pours out. So I take a straw and I stick it on the spout of that thing and I shove it all the way down into the bottom of my popcorn.
Is this part of that segment where we were talking about adults at the theater? Because that description was not good.
That's not what you're supposed to do.
I hope not.
Well, I do. And then I push the button and the butter goes down the straw and into the middle of my bucket.
Interesting. Pretty gross, but interesting.
You've never seen anybody do that in all your years of theater.
I don't want to see anybody do that. No, because you know what it is. I'm going to turn this into a good thing.
Okay.
We as a staff will do whatever you guys want.
I didn't realize
you want
that.
Extra butter? We'll give you a cup of butter. We'll take care of you. We don't want you
a
guys
cup
to
of
have,
butter.
Yeah, we've done that before too, where people are like, "I want separate butter," so we'll give like a little souffle cup of butter.
I was gonna say, I
They
hope
just
not
dip it over.
a large cup of butter, Mike. You're gonna give people heart attacks in the
I've
middle of
seen
movies.
people do that. It's pretty nasty. Where like, yeah. You see some horrific things when you go to as many movie theaters as I do.
That's
like,
what I'm
across
saying.
the
I
country
can't
to
believe
study
you've never
things.
seen the straw butter trick.
Maybe I have, and I've just been like, I've put it out of my mind.
So you guys will fill the bucket up for me halfway.
Oh yeah, and then
Okay.
you can go put some butter on it and come back, and we'll put it on there. We have free refills. If you ask for your refill right when you go, you don't have to come back to interrupt your movie. We'll work around this. We are only there to serve you guys.
That's the hardest part when I buy the refillable bucket. Is at what point during the movie do I get up to get my free refill?
there is a website.
That's the worst thing in the because it happens. I'm like my icy's empty.
See, I can't.
And
look it up right now.
even during Toy Story 5, I couldn't bring it to myself to go, I'm gonna go get this refill.
Wait a couple days. I'll get the exact website next week, but I think it's something called like OK to Pee or something, where it tracks when you can get up and go and get a refill because nothing important is happening in that movie. So people go to those first show times and say, when this happens, you have a couple minutes to get up and go to the bathroom, go get your refill.
I feel like I could have done that at any point in the movie during Toy Story 5, and it would have been just fine.
You can't be serious on that though.
I'm not gonna say I fell asleep twice for at least 5 minutes, but I woke up and was like, oh, I didn't miss anything.
Nice. Okay. That speaks volumes for the movie, but everyone come on out.
Woody gets an upgrade. I'll say that. There's a lot of Woodies. There's not Woodies. There's a lot of buzzes.
Okay. Oh yeah, I've seen
Did you
that
see that
scene
part?
on the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's not just on the beach. It's through the whole movie. And I kept thinking, because that's how the movie. I don't want to spoil it for everybody.
Let me watch it, and then we'll talk more about it in the weeks to come.
That's how it starts. I'm like, how is this related to the story?
Well, that's what it's funny. 2 years ago at cinema, I keep talking about this trade show that we went to. 2 years ago, they showed us that scene of them like washing ashore on the beach. So it's like, again, thinking about how long it takes to make these movies, where it's like they were confident enough to be like, Toy Story 5 is coming out. Here's a scene that has nothing to do with the rest of the movie. So,
but it does.
And I'm interested to see what it is.
And not only that, but the other part that I'm talking about it out loud and just kind of getting it off my chest. Thanks, Mike. The beginning of Toy Story usually starts with what?
A song, a Randy Newman song.
Okay, but what else? What is the opening scene usually?
Like a fantasy scene.
Thank
where,
you.
Like, yeah, they're doing something, and then like
Thank
the
you.
reality breaks.
Thank you.
So you thought that was what it was?
That's what I thought that was.
Interesting. Okay.
And I'm like, okay, maybe
I didn't know
somehow they're playing.
very.
Yeah, it's the opening scene. I'm like, how is this a toy scene?
Wow.
And it never was. And then it had me going, well, then how does this play into the rest of the movie?
Interesting. Maybe I will hate this movie. You're gonna get a text from me. Either you're right or you're wrong.
I'll go watch it with you if you want to, and I'll just bump you and say, "See, told you."
Yeah, that's exactly what I want.
That's what I meant.
Maybe there's a reason no one wanted to sit next to you when you went.
No, somebody ended up sitting next to me with the kid, but it was the people 2 over from them. It was one person 2 over from them. And when I bought the tickets, I was like, "Who buys one ticket to this movie? Like, who buys one ticket to Toy Story?"
I'm gonna be doing that tonight if I end up
What kind
going.
of creepy old adult is this? Just gonna sit in Toy Story without a kid?
You just start explaining. What kind of creepy person in like brown shoes and blue socks and blue pants? Like, hang on, you're getting a little too personal on this.
Enjoy the show.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
And all you guys, take your kids.
I won't be self-conscious at all.
Take the kids. The kids will love it.
Yeah, and that's the important
That's
thing.
what it's all about. As much as I, the 45-year-old adult, complaining about you guys killing off a great franchise that I grew up on.
They didn't kill it off, though. It made the most money of any Toy Story movie opening weekend.
Just because it made a lot of money, Mike, doesn't mean that it's not dead.
I don't know.
Because it's not.
No, so how intrusive...
They leave it open for 6. Don't worry.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. One, they leave it open for 6, so you've answered that. But how intrusive did you consider the Taylor Swift song? I love Taylor Swift. Everyone was getting up in arms about the fact that she wrote a song for this. Did it bother you? Was it a big deal?
No, because we've had which 3 maybe? Which one goes back and kind of starts to tell about Jesse?
Oh,
and
the second one had that Sarah McLachlan song.
Yeah,
that
the
was
sad
just
song in the middle that
heartbreaking.
just is like, oh, she got left. Dude, what the heck happened? That's sad. It was kind of reminded me of that. So it fit the movie.
Okay.
It fit the scene that they used it for and all that. It was fine.
Good. Okay.
Yeah, it didn't bug me.
So be a kid. Put yourself in that kid mindset.
I tried to.
All right.
It came out fine. It was a great movie, you guys. Go watch it.
Did you like Lightyear? I don't remember if we've ever talked about that.
Didn't watch it.
Still haven't seen it either.
Still wouldn't watch it.
Yeah. I don't
Why?
know.
Why?
Chris said if you're going to do a spinoff, do Rex.
Why?
What'd you say? What'd you say? Did
Okay.
you?
Okay.
I said if we're going to continue doing the Toy Story movie, we need to venture into different toys rather than the same group of toys. Or if we're just going to continue doing these movies where everybody gets their own, I want a Rex movie.
Interesting.
I don't even think. I think Rex maybe had a couple of lines, and that was the other thing. A lot of the other toys didn't have lines.
A lot of the other toys have died in the last 30 years.
No,
Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head.
but they're
both,
there. They're
Slinky.
there. They're there. He's there.
And there's the answer why they're not saying anything, sadly.
Can AI them or something.
No,
but they didn't
man,
have
even Robert. Was it Robert Goulet who was the penguin? Wheezy?
Yeah, he's
Dead.
dead. Yeah, he wasn't even there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin Spacey? He wasn't in it, but I always like bringing him up.
What the world on that note? We're gonna get. Why?
I don't know.
Why? We got to get out of here. It's falling apart. It's go see Toy Story 5.
And this weekend, Supergirl and
Supergirl.
Jackass. A lot of movies out there for the entire family or by yourself.
Take the kids to see them all.
I did not say that.
I'm guessing Jackass is rated R.
Jackass rated R.
So go take the kids to see Supergirl and Toy Story 5. And then the Minions.
Then Moana.
And
Spider-Man.
It's basically a kid summer for movies. It is, right?
Yeah, get out of the heat. Come on out.
And buy the candy.
Exactly.
And then have them fill your popcorn bucket up halfway. Go put butter and then have them come back and fill it up the rest of the way.
Get your refill when you buy it. Save yourself a trip.
What do you mean? What do you get your refill when you buy it?
Yeah.
It's full.
No, we give refill bags. Man, there's so much you don't know about my theater. Next week.
Next week he'll tell us
Mike
more.
And me at the movies on Monday, man.
More tricks of the trade with our friend Mike about how you too can utilize all the little known secrets about the concession stand.
The band?
What?
You said you too?
You too? Yes, you too can. Bono. Gosh. We'll try to help you out. I promise. Get to the movies though. There's a lot of good stuff to see, even if you're not a kid. We'll do it again with Mike, I think, unless they cancel us before then. Toy Story 5 in the meantime.
I'll go to that month-long vacation
Yeah.
booth down the hall.
Yeah, we'll take all of July off. Why not? For Mike and me and the movies, that's all we got. Come back on the other side, find out what we learned on the JR Show. It's Current Radio. We'll be back.
I'm sorry. Like, what is Kevin Spacey doing? Oh, no. See, if I was smart enough, I would have said that. That's a big conspiracy theory that the reason they've never made another Bug's Life is because of Kevin Spacey. But I think it's just because it never made any money.
I was going to say, not because the movie sucked.
Yeah. It was okay. It was just coming off the Toy Story. It was like, all right, I guess this is cool looking.
Well, didn't they try to do Bug's Life and Ants?
At the same time, yeah.
It was like
I didn't like Ants.
because they tried to do Planes too, didn't they? After Cars,
Planes was a fully Disney thing, where Disney is the one who makes Planes. It's insane. Gotta love this submarine I got in San Diego.
You did that down there this weekend or no? Last weekend still. That's what's fun.
But yeah, that was great. I can't wait for next week. Yeah, we'll talk. It's not gonna be anything to talk about. Supergirl's not gonna make any money, but yeah, we'll talk about some theaters and hacks you can do.
I'm gonna go in there and watch it though. I'm gonna shit.
Takes pride in making sure every customer is completely satisfied before the job is done. And with a fully licensed and insured team, you can feel confident knowing your property is in trusted hands. Call Halling Painting today at 872-0988 or visit hallingpainting.com to schedule your free no-obligation consultation. Call Halling Painting today at 872-0988 or visit hallingpainting.com. Halling Painting, quality you can see, service you can trust.
Warmer weather is finally here, and that means cookouts, ball games, and maybe enjoying some time on the water.
But it also means lots of heavy foods, sweets, and maybe an extra adult beverage or two. Thank goodness we both take Active Liver from New Nordic. Did you know your liver works around the clock processing food, sugar, alcohol, and everyday toxins? All the things that can really impact your health.
That's why daily support matters. Active Liver is designed to protect normal liver function and support your body's natural detox process. process.
With trusted natural ingredients like milk thistle, turmeric, and artichoke extract, it's gentle enough to take all year long.
No harsh cleanses, no extreme detoxes, just simple daily liver support. We really feel the difference.
Active Liver helps us enjoy the good things in life with peace of mind that our liver isn't working overtime. Active Liver is available online at Amazon or NewNordicUSA.com, and you can find it in stores at CVS, Meijer Grocery, Wegmans, and now Active Liver is available at your local GNC.
Are you looking for a hospital that truly cares for your health and well-being? At Good Samaritan Hospital, they provide high-quality medical detox, psychiatric services, and medical and surgical care. They accept most insurances, including Medi-Cal, Medicare, and Kern Family. They offer Kern County's longest-standing inpatient detox program with dual diagnosis that combines medical care and withdrawal management all under one roof. Learn more at GoodSamaritanHospital.com or call 661-215-7500. Good Samaritan Hospital. They care for their community.
It's that man again, Ralph Bailey. You're listening to the JR Show on Newstalk 96.1 and AM 1230 KERN. Keep it locked. TRBS coming up in 3.
Welcome back. It's the JR Show. It's Current Radio, online at currentradio.com. Want to thank Mike for stopping in, as he does every Monday, for our Mike and Me at the Movies segment. Talking about Toy Story 5. In all honesty, though, just take the kids to go see it. It's a great, it'll be fine. It's I, as an adult, as a 45-year-old adult, will overanalyze it and tell you, oh, this part and that part, and that's just like adults, right? Aren't we always going to do that? So especially,
He's just a hater, folks.
I'm just a hater, especially though with things that pertain to us in childhood. It's a classic "get off my lawn, kid" syndrome, where, well, it's from my era, and you guys are just ruining it. Basically, is the stance I'm in. It's
Didn't let it go, yo.
I'll let it go.
Gotta let it go.
I'll just let it go. Just go enjoy the movie. Just walk in and just
see.
What?
You know, everybody gives me grief for being a wrestling fan, and rightfully so.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah.
But wrestling has taught me one thing: you're never gonna get it the way you want it. You never will, and there's always going to be something to change a character or change something about somebody that's going to upset you. So just let it go.
Well, and I think the theaters are like, look, we're not going to please everybody.
No, hell no.
And we're not here to please everybody. We're just here to make money.
Exactly.
And the kids are going to beg the adults to take them to see Toy Story 5. Most of them haven't probably saw Toy Story 1 or 2, maybe 3, maybe 4. But most of the kids that were probably don't even know the full backstory of these toys. Let's be honest. They probably don't even remember Andy. And that's the sad.
It's not for you, though. That's the thing.
It is for me, Chris. Then if it's not for me, then call it something else.
It's not, though.
Call it something else. Don't pretend it's for me.
It's meant for the next generation.
I know. Well, then they can find their own toys.
Just like every other Disney movie before it. It's all meant for the next line of kids.
Call it something else then. Make a whole new series about something. Just don't call it Toy Story. You
Small
won't.
Soldiers.
Something. Toy Soldiers. 661-842-5376. Anything on the text board before we get out of here for the day, sir?
Yeah, I got a couple.
What you got?
Just an FYI, Mike and Me is incorrect grammar. And yes, I'm aware. It's called alliteration.
Well, no, wait, hold on now. Mike and Me at the movies. Would I say Mike and I at the movies? Because I wouldn't say I at the movies. I would say me at the movies.
Yeah, it would be me and Mike or Mike and I. But
the whole thing is probably improper grammar. Let's just be honest.
No, it's 100% improper.
Because if you would say Mike and I Mike and I went to the movies.
Again, I think we're just reading too far into this.
Because if you say at the movies, then you would say Mike and Me at the movies, because you wouldn't say I at the movies. You would say me at the movies. This is me at the movies. I wouldn't say this is I at the movies. And that's how you know when to use I instead of me. Ask Ralph Bailey when he comes on next. He's the grammar freak.
He's the English police. He'll tell you exactly how it's written, how it's supposed to be written. Now, if I say Mike and I went to the movies, now that's proper grammar because I would say I went to the movies. I wouldn't say me went to the movies. Do you understand?
Sure. I'm a son of an English teacher, and I still don't get this stuff.
I don't know anything.
I was raised by the internet.
That's right. Lily pad.
Also, someone says cashless is also to prevent robbery.
No,
Didn't think of it that way.
No, it's not, because now I have my new wallet is RFID protected, meaning somebody can't just take my ID out of thin air. I got to get out of here for the day. Stay tuned for the Ralph Bailey Show. Lily, Dad loves you.
Kern Radio, AM 1230, KERN. 96.1 FM, K241CI Bakersfield, an American General Media station.
From Town Hall, I'm Keith Peters in Washington. Vice President J.D. Vance says the peace talks with Iran have set a good start to end the war that began at the end of February.
The final deal is the house. We set the foundation. We haven't built the house, but we've laid a successful foundation to get to a good place for the American people.
Vance says there are still many angles that need to be settled before peace talks can be considered complete.
I think it's important for all of us to appreciate how much was done, but honestly, there is still a lot to do,